Hi, this is Indranil and you are watching Business Bites in our channel The Spotlight, India's first online business news channel. In today's Business Bites, first news we have Rasna to acquire ready-to-drink beverage brand Jumpin from Hershey's, India with a deal size at about 250 crore. Second news we have Shiprocket is set to file for IPO with a size of 2000 to 2500 crore through SEBI's confidential route. Third news we have Indian drug manufacturers are getting stronger in the insulin market as global brands focusing on other segments. Fourth news we have ride-hailing platform Uber is set to roll out B2B logistics via ONDC, while Foxconn infused an additional $1.5 billion in India. And fifth news we have electric commercial vehicle maker Euler and health tech startup CureBay raised fund. In first news, Rasna to acquire ready-to-drink beverage brand Jumpin from Hershey's, India with a deal size at about 250 crore. Ahmedabad-based 50 years old instant beverage maker Rasna is set to acquire beverage brand Jumpin as part of their strategic entry into the ready-to-drink segment, where Jumpin brand independently valued at 350 crore based on their future opportunities and growth, while according to the industry experts, the deal size would be at about 250 crore. While Rasna had already acquired the brand IP as it is an asset-light acquisition without any plants. Jumpin originally launched as a flagship product of the Godrej Group, which was India's first Tetra Pak brand in the early 80s, and it was subsequently managed by Hershey's India but was phased out during the pandemic period. And now Rasna has identified key wellness driver essentials for the relaunch of Jumpin brand with fortified vitamins and low-calorie formulations. Globally and locally in India, there is a shift in consumers' tastes which are prompting beverage companies including Coca-Cola and Pepsi to find ways to diversify from their traditional soda and high-calorie juices when, according to study, India's fruit juice market is projected to reach 1.23 lakh crore by 2033 as it is expected to grow at a CAGR of 11.9% over the next 8 years. According to Rasna, Jumpin now will be fully formulated by using Indian fruit juices only, and the company is aiming for 1000 crore market share of the ready-to-drink business with Jumpin's pan-India diversification, which will help Rasna to diversify and to consolidate their position within the non-carbonated beverage category, as through this acquisition, Rasna is aiming to unlock new synergies in product development, distribution and market expansion, while they will continue delivering value-driven high-quality offerings to the Indian consumers. In second news, Shiprocket is set to file for IPO with a size of 2000 to 2500 crore through SEBI's confidential route. Zomato and Temasek-backed Shiprocket is expected to file a draft prospectus with the Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI, for their initial public offering, and they are targeting a size of 2000 to 2500 crore for the issue through the confidential route, as the confidential filing mechanism lets companies delay public disclosures of their financials and other details about the IPO. The company Shiprocket has grown in the range of 20 to 25% in the fiscal year 2025, while more than half of the merchants on Shiprocket's platform are from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. The company turned cash flow positive in financial year 25, while in financial year 24 they had a net loss of 595 crore, which was largely because of their financial impact of merging several of their acquisitions made in financial year 2023. The company has posted their operating revenue as 1,316 crore in financial year 2024, which was up by 21%, and in financial year 25, despite the broader e-commerce growth during the year being in single digit, Shiprocket managed to grow over 20 to 25%. Recently, Gurugram-based at-home services urban company filed their prospectus for a 1,900 crore IPO, while new age firms that are across various stages of going public, which include consumer internet firm PhonePe, Flipkart, Shadowfax, Captain Fresh Infra Market, and Bluestone, while wearable maker Boat and edtech platform PhysicsBala took the confidential filing route to file their prospectus, which are currently being processed. In third news, Indian drug manufacturers are getting stronger in the insulin market as global brands focusing on other segments. India's leading drug manufacturers like Eris Life Sciences, Lupin, Mankind and Wockhardt are getting stronger in the insulin market, which was long dominated by multinational companies like Novo Nordisk, Sanofi and Eli Lilly. As a combination of investments in affordable insulin, deeper market penetration and sharp rise in type 1 diabetes cases has helped the Indian companies to gain their foothold in this segment. The annual incidence of type 1 diabetes in India is estimated to be 4.9 cases per 1 lakh population, and particularly among children below 20 years of age, which translate it about 8,60,423 individuals with type 1 diabetes in India. Indian companies accounted for 1,089 crore or about 25% of India's 4,404 crore insulin market in the 12 months ended in April this year, where domestic players grew at 13% year-on-year, which is driven by their own products and strategic partnerships, which is double growth rate compared to multinational competitors. This is also because of a shift in the global companies' focus towards anti-obesity segment, where Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly steadily shifting their focus from insulin to glucagon-like peptide 1, that is GLP-1 medications, as they are seeing a better and significant scope in that segment. Novo Nordisk, the maker of semaglutide blockbusters Ozempic and Wegovy, is planning to focus in the anti-obesity market in India, and they are withdrawing their human premix insulin brand Mixtard by the end of this year, while Eli Lilly has sold their human insulin brand to Lupin. In fourth news, Uber is set to roll out B2B logistics via ONDC, while Foxconn additionally infused $1.5 billion in their Indian subsidiary. Ride-hailing company Uber is set to roll out B2B logistics through the government-backed Open Network for Digital Commerce, that is ONDC network, by offering on-demand delivery service to businesses, when the service will begin with food deliveries and later extend to sectors like e-commerce, grocery, pharmaceuticals and healthcare logistics. In this segment, Uber's rival Ola and hyperlocal e-commerce startup Magicpin are already active in the food and beverage segment on ONDC, where Magicpin's quick delivery offering Magic Now currently accounts for 13% of all food delivery orders on the platform, while they have a plan to increase their share to 20% in the coming months. Taiwan's Hon Hai Precision Industry company, that is Foxconn, which is the world's largest contract manufacturer for Apple iPhones, invested an additional $1.5 billion, that is about 12,800 crore, in their Indian unit Yuzhan Technology through their Singapore-based unit as a long-term investment. Yuzhan Technology India is setting up a display module assembly unit in Tamil Nadu, which is expected to generate 14,000 jobs, and at the time, the Foxconn's model would deploy a business model wherein even other contract manufacturers like Tata Electronics, which now owns the Indian arms of Pegatron and Wistron, can use components from this facility instead of importing modules assembled in China. And in fifth news, electric commercial vehicle maker Euler and health tech startup CureBay raised fund. Electric commercial vehicle maker Euler Motors, founded by Saurabh Kumar, has raised 638 crore in a funding round led by Hero Motor Corp, when the investment marked the two-wheeler giant's entry in the electric 3 and 4-wheeler space. The company will be utilizing the fresh capital to expand Euler's nationwide sales and service footprint and to ramp up new product development. As the company is planning for the next decade, they wanted to bring in investors who share the company's long-term vision and can help them in thinking strategically over the next 5 to 10 years on building the business. On the other side, tech-first hybrid healthcare platform CureBay has raised 21 million US dollar in a new round of funding. The company CureBay was launched in 2021, which is an Odisha-based company that aims to provide affordable healthcare services to rural India. The company will be utilizing the fresh capital to expand their footprint to states like Jharkhand, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, where currently it has a network of over 150 e-clinics across Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Also, the latest capital infusion will be deployed to strengthen CureBay's in-house proprietary technology stack and expansion across India, while building the right teams to drive its next phase of growth. Not only so, the company will also invest in artificial intelligence and data capabilities for predictive care. So these were the top 5 business newses from Business Bytes in our channel, The Spotlight, India's first online business news channel. I would like to request you to please subscribe this channel so that you can have all the updates from our end. Thank you very much for watching Business Bytes and signing it off.